we have to talk about this women's championship, and I want to talk about it out of the gates because I think everybody was acting like this was a foregone conclusion that Tiffany Stratton was going to lose the championship to Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill had been built as a monster, as a top woman heading into this match, and to me, I was certain she was going to win it. But it turns out she didn't. And not only did she lose it, but she lost it cleanly. Clark, I want to get your thoughts out the gates.
If there's one thing that's certain, it's that I'm certainly not stoked about this because I thought it was a certainty, Ben, myself. I believed that Jade Cargill would get the job done here. I thought the match was off the charts. I have no problem with Tiffany Stratton. I get it, but I don't get it at the same time. Why now? Why would Tiffany beat Jade? Yes, it was an outstanding bell-to-bell match. I had no issue with that at all. It was a little short, maybe, as Fernando Zayas just mentioned in the comments. Yeah, maybe it was a little short. That'd be the only complaint. But so what? If it was going to be short, I still think Jade goes over. This is not a knock on Tiffany Stratton, and I don't want it to sound like that. But this was Jade's time, and it doesn't make sense to me for the loss. It is what it is, though. And at the end of the day, you still have both Jade Cargill and Tiffany Stratton at the top of the card in the women's division, and we'll be just fine. So it is what it is what it is. I'm okay with it, but it wasn't my favorite as far as results.
Yeah, I do have to agree with you there. And I also do agree with Fernando, his comment that the match was too short too. But Soul's got a comment here, and it is fascinating that on the post-show, Triple H called Jade a ticking time bomb. Is that a possible heel turn? Well, there's somebody else who I'm sure we'll talk about on tomorrow's show because they are competing tonight, who is all about proceeding with caution in Naomi. I don't think Jade's going to be proceeding with caution. The only explanation I can really think as to why Jade lost this is if they're going to move her over to Monday nights to feud with Naomi long term. And they did that, and they decided that after she already won the King of the Ring, or the Queen of the Ring, I should say. But Des, what's your take on it all?
I'm with you guys on this. I did have Jade Cargill winning. I always believed this was going to be the end goal of this entire storyline, but I guess it's not. I'm more shocked at the fact that, like you guys said, Jade lost clean. And Jade was being built as this monster, as this person that was feared within the division, someone that WWE was going to see possibly in the same regime as the Rhea Ripley's in the world in terms of star power. But for her to lose to Tiffany Stratton clean, it really begs the question, what's next? I gotta say, this match was pretty good. I was really entertained. These two had a match at SmackDown, I think a few months ago, and that was really good. It was cut short by interference. This match was also great, but it was cut short just due to time. I honestly would be a fan if they ran this back with a better story. Like if they did a story with Jade, feeling less confident because now Tiffy is more confident because she just beat Jade clean. And if they want to run that story back again, maybe at Paris, I think this might be something to look at. But at the same time, I agree with you, Ben. I do believe she's going to go to Monday Night Raw. I think, obviously, Netflix likes to have its big stars. And there on Netflix, I feel like they can make Jade an even bigger star. And with Naomi being on Monday Night Raw, and potentially, let's say Bianca Belair goes there, we could start building towards that triple threat, which just feels very inevitable. I just don't know when it's going to happen, but it feels like it's going to happen very soon.
I do hope you are right. I mean, honestly, I think there is a potential that they drag that all the way to WrestleMania because
That's
you
possible.
guys know Triple H. He likes these long stories. And in this case, as long as they can make how they get their good TV, I wouldn't be against it. Now, there's a fascinating comment from I Make Beats saying Tiffy is better as a heel in his opinion, and I completely agree as well. That is what really confused me about this match. I thought we were going to have a Tiffy heel turn if she was going to win, Clark.
The other thing is I think both wrestlers are better as heels. I'm not going to lie. I think, truthfully, both of them are better heels than they are baby faces. And we got a little bit of baby faces versus baby face, and I think that might be why we're a little unsure about the results too at the same time, because that's what we ended up with. I think because of Jade's charisma, and Tiffany has it in spades as well. We still got excited about the match, but given what happened the rest of the night, this one was an easy one to sort of overlook and not ask too many questions about, because I'm in agreement with what Des said about like She won clean. She
Do you know
won
what,
clean.
though? You mentioned overlooking it. I do think there's a genuine possibility here that WWE kind of wanted us to overlook this match because, like I said, I think they gave Jade Cargill the Queen of the Ring crown before they really definitely had confirmed to themselves they were going to give Naomi the title on the other brand. And therefore, that's why they gave this feud less than 5 minutes build across 3 weeks. I think they just wanted fans to overlook it a little bit.
Don't even worry about it because that's exactly where I was going. Like, I could not be in more agreement. I think that was the point, sort of. And if you were going to shave minutes from a match, it would have been this one. Knowing the fodder you're going to get on social media for Jade having a short match, though. Maybe it's not the dumbest thing. Maybe they're thinking ahead there. You never know. Knowing the amount of BS, then when we get the long one and we show you what's really up, just like we saw at the end of the night last night, it lands even harder. And so I'm hoping it's that level of patience. I'm hoping that's that level of storytelling and creativity.
I really hope you are right on that one.